Hey, Miss Amanda, I am so proud of you. You've done a good job these last 2 weeks establishing this movement pattern, right? So keep up the good work, even if it's 5 minutes a day. If you're able to go through this whole video, great. If all you do is take Lily out for her walks, come in and do around the squats. Take Lily out for a walk, come in and do a wall plank. So it doesn't have to be this whole thing all at once. If you have time for it, great. But this idea of sneaking in some movement throughout the day, throughout the week. Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little more about, we adjusted some things. We took out that stupid wall sit. It's not working. We're not doing it. Instead, we're doing a chair squat, which I'll show just now. Your row, I don't want you doing that if it hurts your neck. So I'm going to show you a couple different options today of things that might work differently, and we'll just continue playing with this as I meet with you in person. Yeah. So this is a process of you going, all right, I like this one. I'm going to keep this one. This one's hard. I don't like it, but I'm going to keep doing it. This one hurts, so I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to review the twist and the march. Those are good ones to keep no matter what. This is a nice little easy twisty. I'm just going to do a few of these just as a review. You could spend a whole minute just letting your body move, breathing. This is a good time to check in, go, how's my body feeling? How's my mental state? Yeah, we know this one. I'm not going to waste more time on that. Marching, this one I would encourage holding a weight. I'm putting this in your organization category. Core strength for sure. If you're comfortable holding your weight out in front of you, push your weight out, push your upper back back. When I do that, I feel my tummy working, and then whoa, we're just going to march in place. One leg lift, other leg lift. I'm just going to show 5 of these. I'll show from the front. Marchy, and a marchy, and a marchy. Oh, my camera's off center. Okay, let me show exactly what it looks like. 4 and 5. So I just marched in place. When I lift my leg, I am trying to keep pretty much that 90-degree bend, if you can make it to that. Yeah. Okay, our hip hinge, we did standing originally. Let me see what I'm doing. Hinging forward, meaning I'm only moving now at my hip joint. So versus say a roll down or sticking your ribs out. So I'm going to see if I can get myself organized and then keep that organized position hinging forward. So this is a good one to keep too, and then I'll progress us up to our squats here in this next round. Again, we're just going to do about 5 of these. Hinging, standing up, I'm firming up my torso, hingy, stand up, hingy, stand up. So that is part of your chair squat, being able to execute that hip hinge and keep all of this tight, organized, like there's something happening. Let's play with a standing row prep that's not even any weight. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what my shoulder blade is doing. I'm going to reach forward and let my shoulder blade wing forward. And then I squeeze it back and pull as if I were pulling on something heavy. So try a few of those. Reaching, let me turn to the side so you can see. Reach your shoulder. So it's a little bit of a twist too. And then pull your shoulder back. So this could be a nice place for us to start with these. Again, if that forward position was cranking on your neck, I'm going to do 2 more. Reach, let this shoulder blade slide, and then slide it back. Last one. That's hard to figure out what's going on here. Where is my shoulder blade? Let's do side number 2. I'm going to turn so you can see my back. Side number 2, reach. I'm letting my shoulder blade reach forward. Squeezing it back. Now my shoulder blade is here. When I reach forward, it kind of slides around the front of my ribs and squeeze it back. And I'm doing a little bit of a twist. Reach and squeeze. I'll do 2 from the side. Reach. There's my shoulder blade. It's way over here. And then when I pull it back, yeah, 1 more. Reach and squeeze. So that's an important thing, to be able to have that ability to slide and glide your scapula. What is weird, like I said, this is kind of like this Bermuda Triangle zone. It's hard to figure out what's going on by there. So we'll keep practicing that one. You did a good job on your plank. If you can go to the floor to do those, great. If not, come to the wall. And you got your wall plank. I think we did this one in your house the other day. So that's it, just hanging out. So this is your pushing move. If that row was your pulling move, now you're pushing the wall away. And again, I want to have this feeling of pushing through my arms, so much so that I'm really wide across here, rather than pushing through my arms and kind of sinking like a little hammock where my shoulder blades squeeze together. So really get that feeling of pushing through your arms, wide upper back. So that's your plank. Yep. And then your dog you could do on the wall as well. I'll show this. It's kind of hard to see in my room what I'm doing, but just go, sorry, you're going to get my butt shot. What are you going to do? I'm on the wall, or you could do this on your dining table. So that's a nice shoulder stretch. Your downward facing dog from the wall, or if you're at the dining table, it would look like this, hands on the dining table. And breathe. Okay, so I'm going to take us through these moves again, giving you little variations using a chair. Okay, so your march in place, you could revisit that. This is a nice one to keep in your strength routine. Marching, you could pick up the pace a little. You can do this with or without a weight. Again, I'm solid through my upper bod. I'm not letting everything move or wiggle. Yeah, so about 5 of those. And then we add this chair squat. I'm going to show 5 really slow. I'll do 2 from the side, and then I'll face you for these last 3. I'm going to sit on the edge of my chair. Theoretically, my knee is about 90-ish. I just don't want to be too far back with my feet tucked underneath me. There's that hip hinge we practiced earlier. Yeah, so I'm going to hinge forward. I'm looking down at my toenails. I hover my tushy for a second, and then stand all the way up. Get up in that nice tall ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle stack. Look for the chair. Whoa, it's way back there. You got to reach your tushy way, 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 way back. Have a seat. Hinge forward. Pushing to your feet. Hover your tushy. Whoa. Stand up. Pause. Make sure you're in that nice tall posture. Send your tail feathers way back, way back. Sit in the chair. I'm going to face you and do 3 more. I'm going pretty slow still. Have a seat. Hinge forward. Hover just for a sec without letting your knees drive forward. Push into your heels. Stand up. What did I say? 2 more. Send your tail feathers back. Have a seat. Hinge forward. So if you're doing these and you just feel like you're having to fall back or your knees are doing something weird, adjust your feet. Whoa. You can always move your feet out or in. We got 1 more of these guys. Whatever you want to do with your arms. You can have arms in front of you. That's the one. Okay, was that 5? That was 5 of those squats. And I'm doing these based on using your dining chair because we were working upstairs. If you're downstairs, you could find something. Hopefully you've got a chair like this dining chair, folding chair. Let's work on your rows without loading them just yet, but being in this forward position. So I've got hands or a fist or something on my chair. Now, do you see how my back is in a pretty neutral position? So I don't want to go sway back, letting everything hang. I also don't want to overly tuck. So I want to find my kind of sweet spot where I'm ear, shoulder, and hip lined up. Yeah. And then just working on that sliding action of your shoulder blade again. See if you can tap your pinky finger to your hip bone and squeeze your elbow kind of close. I'm going to do 2 of these facing this direction, and then let your shoulder hang down. A little squeezy, fist here if this hurts your wrist, or rest your hand on the back of the chair, be up a little bit higher. That's 2. What did I say? 2, and then I'll face the other way just to show you what my arm is in direction. Squeeze in my elbow in close. Getting my shoulder blade to slide and glide. Glidey and glidey. So if it's this forward position that makes your neck irritated, stand up and just do what we did earlier. I'm going to show this again, side number 2. Doing this as if you were doing this with me. So go ahead and do with me. Yeah, 5 of these babies. Drawing your elbow back, tapping your fist to your hip bone. 2, 3. Again, if this doesn't feel so hot, just stand up. Shoulder blade forward, shoulder blade slide back. Was that 5? That was 5 for sure. So that was your row variation. We're not even worried about weights yet. Just getting that shoulder blade to slide forward and slide back. And then let's cycle one more time through your marching in place. Firm up your arms. One leg lifts, other leg lifts. I think this is a good one just to keep practice and keep it on our short list. That's 2. That's 3. Tummy's working. 4. That's 5. Okay, now we're going to work on that side lunge. And so this is sort of a series. I worked this from regular old hip hinge to sitting in your chair and standing up. Now we're adding this element of moving to the side. You can step out onto one leg, hip hinge, but now you've shifted your weight to this leg. So I am leaning forward. This leg stays straight. I stand back up, legs together. We're just doing 5. 5 is our magic number for this round. Out over this leg. This leg's pretty unweighted. Most of my weight in what was my steppy outy leg. It's 3. I'm going pretty slow still. 4. So I'm stretching the back of this butt. Last one. And then I'll just boogie to the other side to show. I'm going to step to the other side of my mat. Stepping out. Load this weight. Hips stay pretty level, so I'm not twisting or hiking. Stand up and bring your legs back together. So you could hold a weight if you feel comfortable. Over this leg, step together. 3 to go. Mostly legs point straight ahead, toes point straight ahead for this move. Some of the moves, some of the squats we can do with turned out feet, but for this one we're trying to mostly stay parallel. Yeah. And then your choice, if that wall plank felt like a good position to be in, you could hold. If you're up for some wall push-ups, this could be where we head next. Bending and straightening your elbows. Easy push-up. So again, this isn't, I guess I could show you on this wall. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing on this wall. Yeah, this will work. Okay, we got parallel or neutral spine, I should say. You could also do this on your dining table. Hopefully this is less pressure on your wrist. So 5, maybe 10 of those babies, your wall push-up. Okay, so we did a variation on your march, your squat, either chair squat or that stepping out, if that one feels good. Your pulling move was playing with your rows. We played with a band when I saw you. I have one I can bring, we might experiment with to see if that helps you stay out of your neck. Your pushing move, either holding your plank or doing some push-ups. And then your down dog, we can always do. Oh yeah, let's do another down dog to finish. So we'll do a nice little stretchy at the end from here, or hands on the floor, your choice. Okay, so I kind of blazed this through some variations on all those moves. Your hip hinge, your squatty, pushing, pulling, little stretch. Do this with me this week and see if this is helpful. And again, doing something better than nothing. If you can blaze through this video, great. If you remember 3 of these exercises, then can do them and keep them going. Yeah. Okay, keep up the good work. I'll see you soon.